Hey traders, how you all doing? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And today we're going to speak about a great subject that I love very much to study and to learn about it. How to exit a trade. I know for many newbie traders this is not even a thing they think about because they believe that the important part is not how to enter a trade. But that's just a tiny fraction of what is really important. So let's call this video crocodiles and monkeys, and you see later why. I will tell you exactly one of my personal setbacks when I was starting trading, and I had this amazing $50,000 account that took me years to build. And so I decided to risk it all trading Forex. Why not, right? So I just entered trading, and at some point things were going really bad. After only a few months, my $50,000 account was down to only $20. So I had to get serious, right? I already lost around $30,000, and that was a lot of money for me. It was not something that I would say like, it doesn't matter, next month I will get them back. It was not like that at the time. So I was really worried because my account was going down, but I was not ready to quit trading. I decided to make these things work. So I just went all over the internet, all the forums, all the things that I could read, all the videos I could watch, and I found this amazing control panel. That was this software that you installed in your computer, and you saw all these bells and whistles. It looked very much like a video game, like a control board from Star Trek's Enterprise, with colors, meters, all sort of moving lights and things that were supposed to give you an accurate point to enter the market with a certain possibility of success. So I was true to have found the Holy Grail of trading, Everybody speaks about it, and I found it. So I was super excited. I had lost so much money that, to be honest, my mental framing was not the best. In hindsight, and to be true to you, I should just have gone back to demo, take it slow, even try this control panel garbage thing, but in demo, and see how it really works. But hey, I read all these testimonials, all these people that were saying that this thing was making them money every day. So I was so eager to start and see how long it will take me to take back my $30,000 and go back to 50K and then to 100K and all the way to the sky, right? I say, okay, I'll install the software, I will read through all the manuals, I will read through all of the tutorials, so I will know exactly how these things work, because I am a very serious trader and I know how this thing should be done, right? And yeah, just like a quick note, after a few years there was a lot of suits against this company because this thing was really a scam, but I didn't know at the time, and things looked so promising. I did some simulated entries. I say, oh, here's like a signal, let's say that I enter this and that. It was not anything systematic. This thing really looked good, so I will start with a signal. I will enter a smaller position because I am a conservative trader. So I will enter a smaller position. Let's wait for a signal. So I get the signal to enter long the Euro JBP. So I rush and enter with a smaller amount, 50K. That was like 2.5 times leverage. It was not like a huge gamble for me at that point. And I say, okay, let's see how this thing works. And hey, in just an hour or even less, my trade was up for over 50 pips, 50 pips, which was equal to $250. That's not bad, right? I mean, if I can make $250 an hour with a small position, imagine what I could do with a bigger position. So I say, well, this looks very promising. And my mind starts wondering, with only 5 to 10 trades, if I get the right position size, I can make my 30K back. I can make my $30,000 very quickly, maybe in a month or less. So instead of going out, I just say, okay, let's let this thing run so I see all how this system, all these lights work, and I get a better grasp for the real trade that I will make next. So at some point, price reverses and starts to go back to my entry price, and then at some point, I am losing minus $100. And I say, okay, I don't like this experiment very much anymore. It's only $100, but I will just close it. And I will I will keep this loss in. It's not big deal. It's only $100. So I just close the trade and I get ready for the real thing. What could go wrong? I already see that this thing can time good entries. So I say, okay, I will wait for the perfect signal now. And I wait for hours until I get a long euro dollar. This time is for real. So I will enter with a position size of $200,000, which of course, as you know, was around 10x leverage my account size. So I say, okay, so now it's for real. I have a real trade in the market. Let's see how this works. And in maybe 20 minutes, I was up for 20 pips. And I say, man, this thing really, really work. 20 pips, it's around $400. So I say, okay, so $400 in less than an hour. This thing is getting really, really excited. But I say, hey man, last time trade went all the way to 50 pips. So maybe this time will be the same. So instead of taking these $400, maybe I just wait, because if it goes to 50 pips, which already did, I may get $1,000. And 1,000 is better than 400. And I say, okay, I am not risking very much. I am already in the green, so let's wait. And I say, okay, I will go to have a coffee, take a little walk, and then when I come back, I was in the minus 20 pips, which, as you know, was minus $400. But I say, okay, I have my stop loss at 25 pips. But the market moves and I should really leave some room for it to move. So instead of 25 pips, I will move it to 40 pips, because this system, it's proven to work. I mean, it already was giving me like good entries. So I will give it more time and I move my stop to 40 pips, to minus 40 pips. And then, exactly, price goes directly to my stop loss, takes me out of the trade with nothing less than minus $800. Instead of plus $1,000 that I could have right now, I am in the red for the day for minus $900. I don't know if you have been trading for a while, if you have been trading at least for some time with real money, even if it's a small amount of money, I am quite sure that you have had a similar experience with your money. Because there is this part of our brain that it's called the crocodile brain and the monkey brain. And these parts of the brain are somehow essential to our survival, because they make us flee when there is danger. They make us engage in a fight when we need to save our lives. They make us reproduce so our genes can translate to the next generation. They are the ones that let us protect our family, our territories. It's our primal survival mind. And this primal survival mind gets all the time in the way when money is on the line. We start to have, I am sure you have heard about this sentiment of fear and greed. Before you enter a trade, everything is fine, because it's not for real. It's just something that could happen, but it's not until you hit the trigger that the real emotions start: fear and greed. Why didn't I just take my 20 pips profit, or well, let's say my 50 pips profit in the first time and the 20 pips profit in the second trade. Why I didn't? And I am sure that for many of you, you would have not also taken those profits, because it's you are playing, when you are in the green, you have this feeling that you are playing with the market's money. It's not anymore your money, right? I mean, you are in the green for $400, but it's not your $400. It's the market $400. So what's the difference if it's 450 or 350 or 200? It's the market's money. So you can somehow relax, or at least that's how you feel. Or, which is the other opposite side of the coin, is when you suddenly you are in the green and you say, hey, I am in the green for 5 pips and I already lost so much money. I don't want this to go to 7 and then to the red to hit my stop loss again. So I have 5 pips. I will get them right now. It's only 3 pips right now. I'm out of the market. And that's fear. So you are all the time fighting against fear and greed non-stop until you do something. And this is valuable, guys. I hope you understand the power of this. Make a plan. And not only make a plan, stick to it. I know. I told you that I already had a 25 stop loss. But in the moment things look like, hey, I could just adjust this thing and move it to -40 because market needs room to move. No, if you have a plan, stick to it. You need to have a reason why. So you need to find your reasons why. Find them. I mean, the market will have always more money to give us and more money to take away from us. Infinite amount. So you somehow need to start framing your trades in your own objectives. Find your objectives. It doesn't mean that you cannot let things run if a trade is going very, very good. But if you need to first understand how your mind works when you are trading. Are you more prone to fear? Are you more prone to greed? Have you lost so much money that you now are so insecure that you cannot even enter the trades that are there, but you are too worried that this time you will have again this pain of losing money, and then instead of entering you just pass, and then you see how things could have happened if you would have entered the markets. So you need to really analyze how is your behavior right now on trading. And of course, nothing in this video is investing advice at all. It's just my experience. It's just what I lived through trading that I would just want to tell you about it. But please don't ever take any investing decisions with these videos. But I can tell you, if you just feel too stressed when you're trading, just go back to demo. There is time. The markets will be there tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Just go back to demo and start planning, start making a real plan. Just make a set of rules that will make you money with the way that your mind is working right now. Okay? So I don't want to make this video so long. It's already quite long. So I will leave it like this, and in the next video I will show you exactly how I managed a trade that I just did on the euro dollar a few days back. It was not like a big trade where I made a lot of money, but I already knew it was not going to be a big trade, and I will show you a little bit how I plan my trades so you can have an idea to maybe incorporate in your own trading or to make your own plans. But in the next video, I will show you a practical example of how I exit my own trades. I hope you find this video useful. Please subscribe right now to my channel. I will be posting more trading videos that I hope will be very useful to you. Please like the video because for YouTube it's important, and for me too. Please comment and tell me if you have ever had one of these experiences trading when you are in the green and suddenly everything goes wrong and you are in the red. Tell me how you plan your exits, or ask me anything regarding this subject, and I will really be very happy if I see you in the next video. And thank you very much. Bye bye.